Welcome everybody out to a new season of Nexus Gaming Series and a new season of the Late Night Face Check. My name is Valcomer. I am here with Murda, and for the occasion, I borrowed these from my son
Oh yeah,
so that I
nice.
I could match a little bit better. I don't
You
know
knew
that
I was gonna come prepared with mine, Valk, right?
absolutely. So, while I don't have quite the bright light setup as well, I didn't want to not show up proper to a moment with Murda.
Well, Baby Yoda's gonna wear some shades too. Okay, as long as I can stay on his face.
So, Murda, you have been involved with NGS for a very long time and are somewhat seen. I mean, I suppose I'm probably saying that wrong, but you are kind of the manager over the regen organization. While everyone looks very independent in that, I don't know how much you really have to do any hands-on managing types. You've helped build that organization and been a key part of building NGS as well. What brought you into all of this? Tell us a little bit of the history of Murda.
Sure. Yeah. Man, I guess it was season one, right at the end of the season for NGS. I caught wind of what was going on. I think it was through a Reddit post, and I tuned in and started checking out some of the playoffs during season one. And I told my friends who we'd been playing together in a different league at the time. I said, "Hey, let's sign up. Let's play some NGS." And we entered our team name at the time. We were called Regen, and so it was me and four other guys. I think we might have had a sub, so it was like five other guys. We just started playing in NGS season two. It was a lot of fun, and ever since, I've just been trying to find more and more ways to get myself involved and really help give back to the community that I was having so much fun with. So as for Regen, I don't know if I'd consider myself nowadays a manager because there's so many people involved that really take ownership in what they're doing, like our captains and some of our players and some of our veteran players, especially. I find myself more of just like a founder of the org and maybe someone who's guiding us in the direction that is going to make the most sense for us moving forward.
Nice, nice. Now, Regen, I believe, has some Star Wars roots. Is it Republic Generals?
We called ourselves Republic Gentlemen.
Oh,
Not with any of the people I play Heroes of the Storm with. This was something I had a long time ago, and it might have been partly selfish on my part, but I had some branding that was Murda RG, and I was like, well, I got to figure out some sort of cool name that fits with RG, and somehow we ended on Regen, which I think makes sense. You got your regeneration globes in the game, and that's kind of what we took um, our name from. So it's actually in our logo. There's a little regeneration globe right there.
very nice, very nice. Well, so nowadays you've shared with me off air that you really have just this passion for casting within Heroes. And I know we've been fortunate enough to have you cast some of our games in the past. What what would you say really made that latch on in your head, if you will, like, oh, I love casting, I want to do this, I really want to focus on having the game of the week and stuff like that?
Yeah, good question. So it was way back in season two, with Thou Who Shall Not Be Mentioned was actually doing some casting. And as much as people hate the guy nowadays, of course, I don't know if you know exactly what happened during season two, but
I
really not
don't.
needing to get into it now. Anyway, he was a pretty good caster, and he brought me on a few times as a co-caster. And honestly, he was the one who encouraged me to keep up with it. So eventually, I just started doing some casting on my own as well. Probably more so in season three than season two. But season after season, just sticking with it and finding people who were like, "Hey, Murda, can you cast my team's game?" Sure, why not? It was a different time back then. Of you were kind of lucky to be casted. Nowadays, so many teams are fortunate that like 80 something percent of matches get casted, which is just insane. Um, I don't want to pat myself on the back too much, but I'd like to feel like I had a big part in helping contribute to more and more people feeling that becoming a caster is something that they can find access to.
Nice. Well, a little birdie did tell me that you were the season 9 Titan of Casting award winner.
That's right. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I had no idea. I don't know if you got to watch the Mead Hall a couple weeks ago, whenever it was. But the NGS board, of course, I sit on the board and we put together the slides for that presentation. I was actually the one running the OBS and the stream that night. And so they somehow, I don't know how they did it, snuck it past me and like updated a slide at the last second that I had no idea. And sure enough, it said like Murda, Titan of Cast. Like we did a whole dry run of the presentation right before that, and it wasn't in there. So they're very sneaky. I was completely shocked, and honestly, it's quite the honor to be awarded that.
I want to say you were somewhere in the realm of mid 40s on total casts last season. Is that correct? Maybe high 40s?
Yeah, I think if you include the playoffs, I just hit 50.
Oh, that's
But yeah,
true.
that's probably double my output of any other season I had done. I think I was averaging closer to like 23, 25. I think the most I had before that was maybe like 26 or 27. But this season I had a lot of extra time on my hand. Unfortunately, got laid off from the job that I had at the time, and I had nothing else to do. So I was like, I'm just going to cast a whole bunch of NGS. What better is there to do right now?
I think I saw at one point you were at the realm of something like 1100 followers from building up these casts on Twitch. So
Sure.
you'll
Yeah, I
get
think I'm
there.
sitting somewhere around there right now. At one point, I think the subscribers during that period, I think I hit somewhere around like 130 something. So if any of you are out there watching right now, thank you for all that support you showed me. Really helped me get through a pretty tough time in my life.
Nice, nice. No, I think NGS has built a great community. Are we perfect? No, we're humans. There's always going to be that human element. But I love the community. I love what people are doing. I think that the caster team is just amazing. The fact that we have that, I mean, something like the first 4 weeks were 100%, and then
Yeah.
even towards the end of the season, we were above 60 just on live casts, and then replay casts picking some up too. So it's pretty phenomenal, and I think that's part of what makes NGS special is having the caster core.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe I'll take a moment and just say thank you. Stepping in the season at the headcaster position, DB Smiley. Those big shoes to fill with what Arrow had done the past couple seasons. And DB Smiley really knocked it out of the park. He rallied together a lot of people, helped out a lot of newer casters come in. That really is, the sole driving factor of how that many matches were able to be casted. So it's not just me, it's not just one other person, it's really everyone coming together and helping get that job done.
I know for me, watching a few people that were connected to CCS jump into the caster roles was really neat to watch. And if nothing else came from season 9, then there was a few more people involved with casting. I thought that was a great win. So,
For sure, for sure. Yeah, and my thing right now is I don't care what team it is, right? If you have a match and you're fun and you're exciting and maybe you play some off meta heroes, I want to get as much diversity in skills and compositions and unique niche heroes as I can because I think that's the most entertaining part about NGS is really getting to see your favorite heroes be played at a competitive level.
there's a team in Div E this last season that ran a DPS Alex Straza that
Oh,
was
nice.
an
Yep.
absolute blast to
I
watch.
saw that actually. That was really fun. I think didn't they play it in the playoffs too?
I think they were either the first or second place team at the end of it, but this DPS Alex would go so far to finish a kill and somehow get away, which is so out of the box. If you were to think of a healer DPS, maybe Karazim to start, maybe Tyrande after that,
Sure.
Alex, and they were making
Yeah,
it work.
I love it. I love it. I mean,
So
if it's not Alex, my personal favorite is playing the Lily with the double dragon upgrade at 20. I think that's probably the coolest talent in the game just because it's called double dragon. Hello.
very nice, very nice. Well, you have been nice enough to provide me with a clip. We are going to flip over to that really quick.
Okay.
All right, here. So here we are. We are in Week 2 of Division A last season, Regen Retro. I wonder why you picked this game to cast. Versus Rewind. Here we go.
Ball. This could be a really quick one now on Infernal Shrines as Regen Retro struggling to find their way here on Infernal Shrines.
And the camera's about to jump up to this big fight. Here we
now
go.
looking for Zeratul. He has that VP. He still wants to use it. Singularity Spike on top of Greymane. He's trying to get in there.
The Void Prison goes out.
As well. Barrier's gonna come out right
And the
after.
Lucio times it to be able to have it land right when the VP ends by going into the VP, which is pretty spectacular right there of the Lucio player.
It was a brilliant play. I think the player's name is Who Do You Think? At the time, I was calling him the best Lucio in Division A, and I'll still stand by that. It was just 1,000 IQ to sit there and wait to get inside the VP while the barrier is being casted. So immediately as the VP is unleashed and taken off, boom, that barrier continues to channel, and then boom, you get the shield and protect through all that damage. It was 1,000 IQ.
Yeah, that was pretty spectacular. All right, well, we look forward to many more such highlights coming through on the Murda RG stream. But for now, Murda, are you ready for the lightning round of questions?
Oh gosh, I guess as ready as I'll ever be, Velk.
Okay. As you know, you will have 1 minute to answer as many questions as you can. The record stands at 12.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll shoot for 6.
That would not be near the record. But we expect 6 at least fantastic answers. Your time will begin as I finish reading the first question. Are you ready?
Let's go!
What is your favorite map?
Blackheart's Bay.
Favorite hero?
Brightwing.
Map you would turn into an area rug for your home.
Oh, Braxis Holdout.
Best heroes workout buddy?
Probably Blaze.
Name 3 heroes to join you at yoga class.
Okay, Balog, Eric, and Olaf.
Your favorite Nexus Edge analyst?
I don't know who's sticking around, so I'll go Turd Herder.
Okay. Skin you want added to the game?
Pass.
Dream comp.
All right, so Dahaka, Falstead, Brightwing, Deathwing, and who else has a global Abathur?
Name 1 heroic you want in real life.
Probably Bunker. I like building bunkers.
At BlizzCon, map or hero?
Map.
Ooh, finished just in time on that one. Let's come back over here.
Oh, I had to pass on one. I couldn't think of a skin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 50% better than the bar you had set for yourself. A very
I'll
respectable
take it.
number.
That's like a C+.
That's right. That's right. Now, let's see. You mentioned your all global comp.
Yeah.
How's this going to play out for you? Why do you want the 5 global team?
I don't know. I've always just had a fascination, especially at the higher levels when teams can really execute with the make it seem like you're safe in the bottom lane, and then oh, whoops, a lot of heroes are there now. Be careful.
And let's see, it was you didn't have a true tank in that because you did Dahaka, Abathur, Deathwing, Brightwing, Falstad.
Yeah. So Dahaka's really got to man up in that one, huh?
Yeah, because Deathwing can't take the hat, right?
I guess not. You're right.
So you could always play a little bit of Rat Dota.
Yeah, you can clone that Dahaka too for additional peel.
Ooh, that'd be a little gross. Well, and you've got Fear, Emerald Wind, and Gust. I'm thinking if it's a map with a double boss, you're gonna have a bit of a heyday.
All of them.
Maybe
I'll track past anyone.
An isolation just for good measure. They can't see before you gust them into the wall, and then do a molten flame across all 5 enemies.
I'd love it. Or just get Dahaka number 1 to land a drag, and then the clone Dahaka lands the next one, and just keep them right in the molten flame the whole time.
Now, here's my next question with that. If both Dahaka and Clone Dahaka land a tongue on the same target, how does the target get pulled?
That's a great question. I'd love if someone would go test that for us.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. So try mode, or not try mode, but sandbox mode, here we come.
My
So
guess is the second drag would deactivate the first one. That'd be my guess.
yeah, because something like a knockback can take somebody off of Imperious's spear.
Right.
So, I
Good
don't know.
theory crafting though.
Yeah, I'm really hoping it's more like Solomon's test, and it's just this tug of war in the middle.
That'd be great. I have seen some pretty long Dahaka tongues in my day, just from bizarre stuff
Oh,
happening.
yeah, yeah. Well, we have made it to the end, Murda. It is your
That was quick.
time for shoutouts.
Sure, yeah. Let me shout out first my friends on the NGS board who I spend so much time with. You guys are incredible and really are the driving factor of me wanting to stay so interested in NGS and helping out this community. They do so much stuff, Valk, that a lot of people just don't see, but it is a 24/7 job and they deserve a lot of credit. Also, shout out to Regen, the full fam, all the captains, all the players coming back. We're bringing back a bunch of teams. We got Regen, who's trying to qualify for Storm Division. We got Regen Retro trying to figure out a roster right now. We got Regen Ghost, which is coming back this season. We got Regen Phoenix, of course, with Arrow and crew. And then we have a brand new team with Jason called Regen Divine that is looking pretty exciting in their own right. So it's going to be a fun season for RG.
Nice. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Well, my sign offs will be the traditionals, of course, with hi, Mom.
Hi, Valk's mom.
Now, everybody out there, remember to spay and neuter your pets as well as vote for additional maps into the NGS map pool. There's 12 in Storm League. There can be 12 here too. Sky Temple, The Lost, maybe Hanamura, Garden of Terror. It could be wondrous. This has been Valkymer with the Late Night Face Check. Mind the bushes and have fun out there.